Won't mean finish all the dreams at the time. I reported in cabinet, for instance, that in 2018, the government committed 200 million towards flood control. Ni do na call during construction, not the sort and during rehabilitation.
All right, Ebusia, Asenso Boakye no ye MP edema ye bantama na ye MPP apenso ye minister ewo works and housing. Ode nsɛm bi abetudwa efa ye emra na omote so what they say the Ghana bon ankasa because zoom lie of why you will more free or pa the teàrs to be honest so Ghana bon ankasa ukoke ti a pa na uko bole say si wo pa just say a peti wo a ebusia na ahometi ye pa ebusia sansem we energy say Asenso Boakye abeka say ye no kwese na omoye saa de ne dia ene MPP for na omoye ade eba ne ahonidie dia na omobo omohomode ebusia enti ensem a Asenso Boakye ede abeto apawe so bi
Won't mean finish all the dreams at the time. I reported in cabinet, for instance, that in 2018 the government committed 200 million towards flood control. Ni do na call during construction, and at the sorting and during rehabilitation. 2020, the government provided additional 250 million. Exactly.
Okay.
And as part of the drains, also they say what we call the sorting every year. Be a nisoni betwa the tiga terminal the ade. I feel it's a BNC.
Okay.
I feel it be BNC. In fact, the local government minister, because once the last MPP time, now there's a Zoom lion. Now on exactly. I buy. I must say there be any on your Jumani. You know my Jeffrey Muslim. I'm Jeffrey Company in the Akoma Assembly. Local government minister about 2 weeks ago reported assembly no any Jumano. Even though this kind of more.
Undermine what you are no.
It's undermine the work we are doing as a country because say what's the contract? I don't have a problem if government of the day thinks say Zoom Lion or SAG contract if you know. But there has to be an alternative plan.
Okay.
So what I say. And they failed to provide that alternative plan. Intinama got us be achoku. I saw president say all tries over because in sunu na todo do intina debi. So they thought they be I the intina attempt you or also na yenya major flooding disaster.
Na say eya won wase so the work mampani ase na pen so bia no sa flooding ne ade no taisi pa dear poti and e cost is it because e bia who nim die no omo de solve sa challenge ni ho no and as omo need the right people wo motimi take.
It's all about the commitment. And I make catch you say yeah wo no afibia no apart from new drain construction you know and the rehabilitation of weak drains no now you said the sika ko share the sorting the tigates ni mu and now waste collections and there was a plan for waste collection. Now we don't have a plan. There was an existing arrangement with a company called Zoom Lion. That's not my issue. But what Jeff from so make an alternative arrangement. Yeah. Some of the district assembly, but according to minister, no, or say assembly is need to mean. So what are you doing? The government job is not to complain. Government's job is to take action.
Yeah.
So the bear team
Jack any komona utie de ura Asenso Boakye kan ya o chese 200 million bi 2018 and 250 million bi so 2020 ni nyina no omo de share flooding mu se de be on be the silting ne drain construction ne rehabilitation ne de aka no mi ebusa se ye no kore ana se enya no kore ye hu bi se omo de silting ba bi ana se gise ensu ato ne no kora no agi nti na 2 years later no ensu tumi yiri no ye be blame NDC4 ana se ye be blame MPP4.
I think that in terms of monetary aspect ne the amount for be a question omo na kora me hu se UP chairman any MPP ni panyi ba ko sha chebro bi our no pair communications our Ashanti region they see anything their question is say almost discover share drainage system ne sanitation says cannot as adwuma na almost dey away but now Isaac Chebro be so make argument say you can't drainage systems ne sanitation ne ade na enya akra any kumase nko a nti ebia no no so make argument say okun nkrase ni bia saa sika na omode share saa nyomonyom nim ekoho but obi bebu say adan na still a so flood e da so wo say na ewu bu say chese unhu say u blame we ana we but ebia yes Asenso Boakye bit me blame NDC partly but because on more claim say they manage sanitation and almost also yeah desilting any drainage systems or more clear any gutters near the other and you know more experience little floods but any little floods one seminar yeah kind of yeah permanent solutions are a bit me aboa ama saa nsujiri ni ade ade say yeketo o say ye bebre oni nyina atwa enti se koba saa wo saa kwan no so de ene na both parties ni nyina no ade say beti ma eden ablame omo just say who blame on so a na unyi yen so citizens no so free in terms of yesuban bi a yen so ye dan edi just say robbers ni ubehwe na botto no kwabna ne anchechere na egu abobo ya to na akogina gata ho ana nsu kase bi ana gata kase bi ho na wo yigum in terms of blame game ne dey what say who blame a NDC for ebe make points bi a kire say who blame NDC for saa so na emu blame MPP for saa so na MPP for so betima blame to say the Asenso Boakye ya but in now boils down to everlasting solutions a ye nyina betimi aboan ametena o man Ghana ni
yen hwa de o say Zoom Lion for a cancel friends and Zoom Lion contract no without having a new, let me say, company and as a new system I be take over my assemblies so as a more normal basa said the Asenso Boakye can ususu say NDC for a mistake and I say Asenso Boakye and I ignore the fact say Zoom Lion for na muntu ya workers ye normal bebre ni ana Ghana for complaining no no na Asenso Boakye ignore and I say Zoom Lion na yes almost stay.
Is it a mistake by NDC? I think say yes and no. I just say after say maybe yes and no, na say I know you know. Ebe answer or questions and now busa na wasi nyina.
Okay.
Yes, because if you cancel, it was yes a mistake because if you cancel Zoom Lion a contractor on anyone, why was I will make an arrangement for a company be replacing her. And as a company nukrana or try say what the bebano. It could be as an onye equipped to Zoom Lion. I just say na ebi mu kura chiri mu a almost answer kwa han Zoom Lion phone feed na na sa so dia kwa ye dia then it makes it a mistake.
No company ben.
I just said some smaller companies be a Zoom Lion or more muzzle or more financial muzzle and machines and equipment or more na sa companies now or more tender in say for money I don't know now here say more capacity no ain't mean through the Zoom Lion or permanently into the no part in the bemo half is say the na ama for so cancer and tintina and kana ho hia say betwa when say as a koye say Zoom Lion amanfo bi hu say they were underperforming I just omadwuma na omo ye enu sene na amanfo bi hu no I just obehwe na to de bia na kwan no ho afufu ni ade na amanfo keka mebi mkura say omo bo ho no ma workers na oba na ochena omba sa nyoma ni nyina ebi nso feel say employees and as workers na Zoom Lion for farm they were underpaying them and just say scale mo dem omo ketuwa bi enukra kan bi na ebi wono ma the harman so onkonko pra na omo na bedo do hanso na wonko just say almost wo hwe contractor Zoom Lion any MPP aban na o masan a ka me akwese ne sika no mood enti esen ka list otimi tua workers ne kai cause na ebi mo bo so obefem na trend cedis ni ade esua just say work and onye motivated so obekọ na akwakoye adwuma no ono so so ultimate so hia adwuma no enti sa anyoma ni nyina na ekeka boma na amanfo bi hu ne se say NDC for pamo omo but na ebi so question say omo pamo omo so omo nya obi so ma ne mehye na nan na ne se ne nka oma Zoom Lion na nkasa enso so tenase na eye ebi so hu ne se na Zoom Lion o ebo adwuma pa de no obetima ya na oye no enti in terms of say mistake and answer any mistake there by NDC say what pamo omo de make say yes and no nti kakra metima ka fa hono
na enhwa de o kan sem bi say you can't want me view adwuma ni nyina sa you say oye we kakra na oye kakra is it a fair explanation and I say excuse given as compared to project MPP for NTMV?
I think that it is true, sir, you can't finish every project at the same time. But I think every government must have plans and strategies to finish most important projects. Because if you repeat such statements, you can't finish every project the same time. Now, ukoswa masa ayina ebedane excuse. So if you have the power, say we finish project bia, you don't wait and later come and tell the people say you can't finish every project at the same time. Although say a fair excuse na dey man, but the kamia ko say omu nyina NDC MPP omo strategy no a just nya dey project bia na abetime wie say o sa ati so omo ta aka sa asem na omo koten radio so a aban no nye project bia na abetime wie enye project bia na abetime wie say okoso aka sa asem na ebeda na excuse intermediate me hu ne say oba ban mu na wo tumi say obetima finish project bia wo do ma ye if we honum entwen na obetena nchen a wabechichi mu say enye project bia na obetime wie especially vital and important project bia so say we ya ade say be boa manfo ne pa emebu sa questions ho akire
na no na manfo ka se abanko MPP ko NDC ba NDC ko MPP ba ni nyina no is it fair say ebi say Uproar Asenso Boakye anase even meka say ono na na asem ye ka MDC fo so betimi aka abra MPP fo so Uproar Asenso Boakye kire say die aban no nsusu ya o man susu ni ye ene se de o man si antoto no na gates na twoku ti se de dikan aka se no so mo edisilti gates ni no mo tututu ni ade a ebetimi abo aman su yiri na nsusu adan ene no ma manfo asisi factories ni sa no poorly built mo entimi ebi mkura na drainage system kura so mo entimi maintain no it was their time. I didn't know still na need that's so no more time no want me and clean na man for busa.
I don't think say first like having recorded the first ever flood Ghana has in somewhere 1935 no obetima sorry daily graphic mu nyina report to ye
okay
untimi nsole putupuru enva problem ni nyina enkogu NDC for government omo doorstep and no say omo na also flood Ghana has it is ayine die enye fair and Asenso Boakye na nkasa so having had the privilege say wabesevo as a minister of works and housing no so wo two me say ko betimi effective changes no want me am find long lasting like solutions was anyoma no asa so ababie me betena say blemu party no wo power no wa bra just 1.5 years ya no mo free power no I think say enye fair isan say wan so so nim say sa nyoma ya wo so abeso de blemu NDC government yen individual na so ka ho obetima tegate se wo wi ase nyina but yen so a yete o man mi anse sen suban bia ade se flood no esa so betima eden abba enti so the blame ni nyina kogu NDC doorsteps a me de me hu ne se enye fair sa
yen hwa de na wo de wano si Uproar Asenso Boakye say President Mahama is wrong to blame say as in suit toy any sa no mani nyina no but since climate expert say climate change cause heavy rainfall no and more flooding in West Africa, is it fair to completely reject that claim say President Mahama can?
I think that Mahama is not wrong to blame the heavy rainfalls, but I think that there is still a major problem with Ghana drainage system, any engineering, as I say, near. So what if say abandon as you see MPP in Susubaba now climate if one so about things in sooner to see no about 3 times must NDC for so marabontin blame MPP for na media the here say you find everlasting solutions mass anyoma ya ekoso nyina say engineering na problem say relocate amount for be free akra e de ko ba bifufra eno ya nyoma pay attention to say mra na e wo man mu e sanitation ho na say ensure and I enforce you make sure say amount for mutoto nyoma go ba bia enye no anase gatas mu ni atwoma so a esese ye di tudwa sane ye be ya betimi aka mutu a permanent solution to flood situations because of my Ghana ham rather than say we blame we say you say na won't mean fan share heavy rain near the politicians they say they only mom no de be say bibi but make the solutions na e ho hia pa na so ne hia esan sa man for nkwa